First of all, you know, I'm happy that Eastern still played the game despite all the injuries that they've had. They've really gone through it lately with injuries, and some teams might have opted out of this game and they didn't. And so I think that shows a lot about the competitive spirit of their kids and also just who they are. They wanted to play, and it's not easy when you're going through that. But I was really, really proud of our focus of our kids today. I thought our bench was ready to play. Emmy Renat, to have 10 assists between she and Soph, there's 19 assists. I don't think I've ever seen that on a stat sheet before. But just the unselfishness that our team showed today was awesome. And then to see 28 assists to only 8 turnovers, I thought we definitely were focused, and we're still chasing something that we want dearly, and that's an outright championship. Our program's never won 3 in a row, three straight regular season championships, and that's only one thing we want to do this year, but it's the next on the agenda. And so we had to get through today to do that, and I was really proud of the focus of our players to get that done.
Trisha, you've tied Martin programs. What does it mean to have that notch and to have it?
What was the first part you said? Something like I can hear you.
You tied Martin for the title.
What's that feel like?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Just really, really proud of this group. I remember going through some tough times when they were younger and knowing that we had a lot of talent in that class, but yet we had to go through not only COVID, but also just them being young and learning. And the loyalty that they showed to stick with us and to keep getting better, and now the dividends are paying off. I think that's what's probably the most rewarding thing for me, is to watch them go from what we were doing their freshman year to what we're doing now, and that they stayed and they paid the price, and they're definitely reaping the benefits of all that hard work, because it's not easy. They make it look easy sometimes because they've played together so long, but it's not easy to do what this group has done and to be as consistent. I mean, if you look at what our MAC record is over the last 3 years, that's phenomenal, and it says a lot about the character of those kids.
How much of a message has there been? There's been a lot of upsets lately in college basketball on the men's side. Akron lost 3 games publicly last night. How much of a message was it today? You got to seize the moment and the opportunity.
Yeah, I talked a lot yesterday at practice and even today at shoot-around, and then again at pregame, just about how we can't ever look ahead. And even though they had a short bench, they were going to play with a lot of pride, and that we had to be ready for them. I don't think anyone at this point in the season is going to back down to you, and you've got to come out ready to play. And you see when teams do take something for granted, what happens. I was so happy for our men last night to watch that and to know that they are now back in the race for another championship. I mean, that's phenomenal. 4 is what they're chasing. It makes 3 seem small, but how cool is it that between the 2 of our programs, we could possibly be saying there's 7 championships over the last few years. So that's phenomenal. But I'd also, I think that's the cool thing about the standard in our office suite, is that we all expect to win. And we're all very supportive of each other, and it's a family atmosphere, and it's been very, very enjoyable.
You guys had 50 bench points tonight. Just how nice is it, and kind of strangely almost in a way, this late in the season, to be able to use pretty much everyone on your bench and see players like Cadence, for example, really deliver out there?
Well, it was nice, too, because obviously we're getting ready to play a very tough Kent State team, and to be able to maybe, have some fresher legs Saturday because we don't have kids that have had to play 39 and 40 minutes, especially Sophia Wired. I've played her a lot of minutes. She's like in the top 20 in the country in minutes played, and I'm sure if you ask her today, she'd say my body can feel it. But I love our bench. I think they continue to get better and better. Emmy Renat is a great example of that, of how well she played today. Soleil Barnes shot really well today. I thought all of our posts bought something. I thought Cadence Dykstra had a great game today. It's probably her most confident and efficient game she's played for us. But it's just nice to know that we've got the depth, because you never know what you're going to need as you go throughout not only this last game, but the conference tournament.
I mean your bench last quarter was 50 to 47.
They probably want to start now.
Yeah, how many times do you think that's happened in your career?
I can't remember the last time. So I think that's phenomenal that you pointed that out. But they're very unselfish kids. They're all, if you saw our starters, they were screaming like crazy for the end of the bench today. because they all really care about each other. I think it really speaks to the chemistry of this group. They're very tight-knit. They don't want to let each other down, and it doesn't matter who's on that bench. They're screaming like crazy for the group that's out there. But I love that about them. It is a joy to coach this group because of their chemistry and the culture that they've created.
Yeah, I mean, 10 assists, where did that come from?
Actually, I don't know. Lately, like, the scoring is not going, and when it's not going, like, I'm trying to find other ways to help the team, and it happened today with assists. So yeah.
We both asked a lot about the 50 points and how well the bench has played. I mean, it's kind of been like a 6-week, 2-month thing now at this point pretty consistently. Just how big of a luxury is that for the team, for you guys coming off the bench to play out?
Can you say it again?
Just how much does it boost the team for the bench to play?
I think it's great because when we play good, the bench play good. The starting five can rest a little bit. We bring a lot of energy, so that's really good, and just keep developing over the weeks.
When you guys enter the game, is there like a different sense of ownership in the way of like, you wanting to come in and provide a lot of assists, or Soleil wanting to come in and like fire a lot of threes to really like be a spark in some way when you enter the game?
Yeah, we know that when we come off the bench, we need to bring energy. We're fresh, so we need to make a run or bring something else if something is not working out in the game. And we know our roles and what we can do, so yeah.
You guys also had a lot of points in the paint tonight, just like what was working so well to be able to see all your different posts, especially thrive.
I think we moved the ball really well, and then we find the good shots. Yeah.
I mean, as a team, like, where's the confidence level right now? I mean, you have this huge winning streak, and so many of the games have been double-digit wins.
Yeah, I think we're just working hard during practice. We have a goal, and we still haven't got to where we want. And I think every day we continue to get better, and we know what's up there and what we want to have, and we just keep going.
So you probably like to do that in your last home game ever, but to do it in your second to last home game, what was it?
I think I'm just really right now trying to not feel all the emotions like being a senior and having my last home game. So I just wanted to come out and do what I can to help my team win.
When you come off the bench, do you have like a sense of energy to really like want to enter and like be the spark that you've really been in so many cases, especially from three?
Yeah, I especially get it from Coach, like, come on, bring energy, do what you can. And she made sure, like, to make sure I know that my scoring is not the only thing that I can bring to the table. And so just knowing that and know anything that I do, I need to do it for my teammates, whether it's be a good defender, whether it's be a good rebounder. I think, yeah, I naturally come with that energy, so.
Beyond yourself, you guys had 50 bench points tonight, so just how exciting, especially like maybe strangely this deep in the season, is it to see like everyone from the bench have a chance to produce in a game like tonight?
I think we're so bought in, and we've built a relationship with each of us. So I think that we have one agenda, we have one thing on our mind, and that's get the ring. So whatever we can to just help our teammates is what we want to do, and we love each other. So we're going to go to bat for each one of us. Yeah.
You guys, in January especially, it seemed like had some very sluggish offensive nights, not a lot of points, not great shooting numbers. That's changed dramatically. What do you think like the biggest reason for that is? Just the points and, I mean, shooting 50% of the field consistently.
I think we just needed to believe in ourselves and know that at times it's going to be ups and downs throughout the season, but it's how we respond in practice and what we do in practice, and even outside of practice is what's going to help us produce on the court. So, yeah.
And then, so Saturday, obviously a huge day. You can win third straight outright title, but the emotions of the day and everything it's going to represent, how difficult do you think that's going to be?
I really don't want it to be difficult. We had asked Coach, let's do it afterwards, but I think because we're so locked in, we're bought into our goal, and that's be the ultimate champions. I don't think it's going to be too difficult because I love them, and I know we're going to come out and do what we need to do. So, yeah.